I'm in the bubble. The bag of bubble.
We're in the bag of Beauty Hags bubble of love. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It's so nice just to see people who aren't your family, isn't it?
I haven't even been seeing my family, seriously. I've chosen 3 bubbles. I chose my mum, I chose my friend Jackie, because we went house hunting across the other side of London, and now I've chosen you.
Oh, bubble 3.
Yeah, bubble 3. Well, you've been a key worker the whole time, so technically you haven't had to bubble.
No.
So I'm risking life and limb by even standing next to you.
I know, but it's the desperation, isn't it, of just like not actually being, I don't know, it's so, I just can't be just me and my family anymore.
You're so gregarious and you've been so busy the whole time. I can't imagine what it was like for you. I'm a bit like Sally, I'm a bit of a hermit, so it's kind of all right for me.
Well, I don't mind
But you're not.
Well, I do like staying in, but not if people tell me I have to stay in. I'm like, the minute that someone says you have to stay in, I'm like, well, I want to go out.
Of course. And the minute somebody tells you you've got to go out, you're like, oh,
I want to stay in.
Stay in.
I know, it's that. It's it's not having the choice, which I've found really difficult.
So we last saw each other at the Beauty Pie pop-up, which I think was on March.
No, that wasn't the last time.
It was. That was the last time we were in town together.
Do you know, it was
I'll
so
drop in
weird.
some pictures of us here with Marcia and everything, yeah.
That was so weird that day, because we all knew that even though we didn't know,
you could feel it.
You could feel it, and it was so weird because all of a sudden everyone was there, weren't they?
Yeah.
Like Caroline Barnes, Sally was there, Emma was there. Who else? There was a couple of other people there. We were all sort of at Harvey Nichols at this launch, and then everyone went upstairs afterwards. Usually people just bugger off and go and do the next thing, but there was definitely a feeling that this is the last time
we're going to see each other.
Yeah.
And you could just feel this change.
Yeah.
And then I remember straight after that coming home and just going, everything's going to lock down. And that was the last time I was in town.
It was so weird. Do you remember in the whole of Harvey Nichols as well, that the only thing that had shoppers was the beauty pie thing, wasn't it? God, that feels like such a long time ago. It was quite nice though that day. I quite liked that.
It was a nice day. It was a really good day, and that's exactly what I miss in the industry. So what we thought we would do is the things that have kept us sane in lockdown that work, that are brilliant.
Yeah. When you've got over the first 3 weeks of, oh, this is quite nice.
Yeah.
I know, this is amazing.
Oh, the first month was like, oh, Netflix, so many things I want to watch.
Yeah.
Who remembers Tiger King? That was a lifetime ago, right?
You know, there's a TikTok for that. And it says...
You know, there's a filter. I've shown you my filter of me and Tiger King.
Yeah, I know that. It's really good.
I think she put it up on her feed. I sent it to her privately on DM. She stuck it up.
No, but it was too good. There's this TikTok that the kids was singing it, and I was like, why are you singing it? And it's like Carol Baskin, you know, the...
Carol Baskin, yeah.
Carol Baskin. Killed him, fed him to the tigers. Now he's snacking, racking, or something like that. And Carol Baskin. And I'm like, why are they... And they obviously haven't seen it. But I mean, I don't want to be litigious, but I mean... He did go somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah,
he was never seen again.
Although that said, it's now been 4 months in lockdown. I've got 2 cats. Has my boyfriend been seen around recently? No. Have I got a very large mincing unit on the side that needs cleaning? Yes. Don't make me choose between my boyfriend and my cats.
Yeah, every time.
Every time.
Sorry, Dave.
Right, talk about the things that have kept you sane in lockdown. Guess what the first one is?
She was like, it's empty. I was like, of course it's empty.
It's so chic. It looks like a perfume bottle.
I know. And do you know what the story behind this? This is a bottle of gin. This is like...
Why this gin in particular, though?
Because there's 2 reasons. First of all, it's really, really delicious. Like,
so it's called the Captain's Wife.
Yeah, it's the Welsh Sisters, and this version is called the Captain's Wife.
Oh, you mentioned this just before lockdown.
Isn't the branding cool? It just reminds me of like tattoos
like
and stuff.
It's really cool, yeah.
So my friend Ema, her mum and her sister, who are both Welsh, this is like their second career.
That's so cool.
I know, and they're so lovely. And
how many bottles a week are you getting through?
Quite a lot.
I didn't have a drink until my birthday. So I didn't drink for 4.5 months.
I just can't ever understand that ever happening to me. Although, I have to tell you this story where it's at Beauty Banks, the storage unit, which is largely obviously shut down. It's like functioning on very differently. There is one other company that are always there the same time that I'm there, and it's 4 or 5 really young lads, like in their early 20s. Like I would never usually speak to them, but now we're like besties because they're like holding open the doors and whatnot and just being really
storage bonded.
We storage bonded over lockdown.
Yeah.
And their company is Dry Drinker. And so they basically, so it's basically they sell things like this that looks like gin but is dry. It doesn't have any alcohol in it.
But you tried that before. I remember just before Christmas you said, these are going to be the things that get me through Christmas. And when you came back, it was seedlip.
Yeah.
You went, it tastes amazing. And I went, how was it? You went, it's better with gin.
I know, and that's the irony of it. So these guys
smells nice.
I know,
it's really floral.
It's really good, and I think they've got 2 or 3.
I can't believe you've left a little bit in there.
Oh no, that's water because I washed it out because I didn't want.
It smells really nice.
It is really good.
It smells a bit like that. What's that Monkey 57?
Oh, is it 57 or 44?
Monkey something.
Yeah.
I remember having supper abroad at a spa, and the naturopath homeopath said, you need more certain herbs in your diet. And I said, what can I order then? And he went, Monkey 87, 83, 44, whatever it is. It was delicious.
Yeah, it's really... Actually, it was you that introduced me to that.
It's really good.
Then I went to buy a bottle at Waitrose,
so expensive,
and it's like 50 quid. I was like, I could get 2 Bombay Sapphires for that.
All the class.
I know, so I love... This is my favourite.
How have you been drinking it?
Just with lots and lots of ice and just a little bit of tonic. I quite like that fever tonic.
Feverfew.
Yeah, like that.
They're really nice, those tonics.
And sometimes I put a bit of cucumber in it.
Okay.
If I'm feeling a bit adventurous.
At this point, I'm going to get her to send a picture of the other thing that she's had in lockdown is her and Dan have built a bar in their back garden.
Yeah.
And the name of the bar is?
The Long Goodbye.
The Long Goodbye. We're going to drop in a picture here.
It's seriously
impressive. Seriously impressive. It's not a shed. It's really nice.
I know, but it is a shed.
And I love the way that when I was following you on stories, because obviously we couldn't see each other, it'll get towards the end of the day, nice long summer day. Suddenly the girls are up with the stools.
Yeah, that's it.
And then the rug. They're setting up.
Yeah, they're going down. And we bought a pizza oven as well. So we have pizza down there, and all of the crap that he's bought over the years that I wouldn't allow him to have in the house is now hanging up in the bar.
Oh, so it's themed, is it?
Well, no,
is it a bit rugby themed?
Yeah, right. So he got really drunk at this rugby testimonial dinner and came back with this fucking like wall-mounted shirt of this guy called Gethin Jenkins, who's like ex-Welsh captain, shirt that was signed, that had the like programme next to it and all of that stuff. And I know it probably would have cost him about 700 quid because he would have been like, I'll bid. And then I've been looking at it and I just thought, well, where's that going?
Straight to the shed.
And now it's got
straight to the Long Goodbye.
Straight to the Long Goodbye, never to come back again. So yeah, my Welsh sisters. Love it. And when I never get rid of the bottles because I just think they look really cool. But now it's like I'm getting quite a collection. It looks a bit.
The back of the bar is just a wall of empty bottles.
I know. It's kind of like I have to probably bite the bullet and recycle a few.
They are really cool.
Yeah, they're good.
You probably could take them back to the original company.
Yeah, no, actually, probably that's what I should do. That's a good idea.
Right, the first thing that's kept me, and people don't believe this, but it's really true, right? She introduced me to these before lockdown. I got sent these rally trainers from FitFlop, and yes, my boyfriend laughs that they are slightly orthopaedic because they are. They've got this special sole in them that is basically comforting and cushioning, and I've walked loads in lockdown, and I am. She's super fit. I'm not fit at all. One day I walked, I think about 8.5, 9 miles in them. The next day I tried it with my normal trainers. I was like a little bent over old lady. They're amazing, but more importantly, at the moment, and we're going to do a swipe up. When I did my live with Marcia, who's the founder of Beauty Pie and FitFlop and Sopa Duper and Soap and Glory and everything. Bliss, basically. She's like
Queen.
2 or 3 years younger than me and has got like 18 careers. She's incredible. 10% of every pair sold now of all the rally trailers, not just the white ones. They've got black and white ones. They've got rose gold ones. They've got one with a glittery back. Yeah, they've got slip-in skater ones.
Yeah.
I'm not down with the kids. I don't know. Anyway, if you look up on the FitFlop site, 10% of every pair of any rally sneakers stroke trainers goes to the beauty banks.
Oh, it's mega. And you've got yours on.
People don't believe me, right? Like I did have a picture taken with these, right? And somebody said to me, how have you kept them so clean? And that's obviously the box fresh. But seriously, they do have this sort of white down clean.
Yeah.
I've walked miles in them. They're so comfortable. I can never go back to having normal trainers again.
But what I said to you, I think, when I got them is that, you know, when you get home from a walk or just from anything, the first thing you want to do is just take your shoes off.
Yes.
With these, you forget you've got your shoes on. Do you know what? Like, you're not dying to get them off.
I have been out once for my birthday where I wore a pair of high heel shoes. That's all I've worn now since lockdown.
Do you know what I got? So I got Ivy a pair, my 8-year-old, and then I got rainbow coloured laces.
Laces to put in there.
Yeah, so they look quite cute.
Them.
Yeah, exactly.
Supposedly I've got a pair on order where this bit at the back is glittery. But so basically I'll drop in some other pictures of all the other colours they've got. They've got so many. And at the moment, if you're thinking of buying a new pair of trainers, and trust me, they are really comfortable, 10% of everything until the end of July will go to beauty banks. I think we're currently on like £10,000 or £11,000.
Yes, low.
And we're aiming for £50,000 by the end of the month.
God, what we would do with that, I couldn't even tell you.
All right, you're next. Thank you, Marcia.
Yeah, thank you. She's so good to us. What should I do next?
Do the Glow Pro and talk about your hair.
Yeah.
Because she's got my hair pieces in,
Yeah,
which I think she's made look really good.
Well, I do look like the girl that was arrested for the drugs in I know, but you know, the one that had the
we'll drop in a picture.
The bun, or an air stewardess who, like, air stewardesses love those
they're like spongy bun things, aren't they, that you then wrap your hair around. I know.
They sort of look a bit like
I tell you who else
Manual.
Yeah, Dorster Manual cross checks.
Paul Jones.
Yeah, no. And Paul Jones uses them as well. And they're basically these sponge things that you create buns with. But anyway, that's not a sponge thing. That's 2 sets of extensions, isn't it?
No, just one.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
And I said, so did Adam Reed eventually colour it? And she went, no, I'm just colouring my roots and warm a shade of red.
Because I was supposed to see Adam, but then on the Monday, and that was it, wasn't it, going in. So this is a Glow Pro, and it's
a micro needling device.
Yeah, which I love, which I had professional micro needling done. And
you were talking about how painful it was.
It was so painful. I had it done.
I think that's 0.2 mil though.
This is 0.2, so this is the home device.
A millimetre.
I went for it, yeah. But this, what I use it for, I use this once a week. I wouldn't use it really any more than that. But now I've started using it on my scalp because someone recommended that I use it on my scalp. I can't even remember who it was. Said probably you. And so I will use it on my scalp, but I will use it when I make sure, like, you can't just put it on dry hair like this. You have to sort of, because otherwise it will get tangled up and whatnot. So I just part my hair down, like I wet it, part it down, and then just really gently rub it back and forward. It rotates, this one, so it goes round. You can feel it sort of when you push it round. And then I put it on your skin.
It's really gentle. It's absolutely fine. You'd have to go back quite a few times. So the theory is, obviously, micro damaging the skin. So you do tiny little needle pricks into the skin and it sends messages in your skin to produce new collagen and elastin. But the theory is, on your scalp, if you then follow it up with, and she'll tell you in a second what she's using. Have you got a serum that you use with it?
I thought you were going to say the gin.
So the theory is you can then deliver active ingredients into the scalp. And if you have it done in a clinic, what they do is they deliver normally testosterone, androgen blockers and vitamins and minerals and stuff like that.
Stops your hair falling out. But I love using it on my face.
Yeah.
But do you know what? When I use it
How often do you use it?
Only once a week on my face. But I always use it at night because then I'll put actives on over the top. But whenever I use it on my forehead, it makes me sneeze.
Really?
Yeah, why is that?
It must be the nerves feeding down into here.
Like you just...
But every time I use an electric toothbrush, it makes me sneeze.
Does it?
Yeah, it makes me sneeze. But the minute I do the top front here, it vibrates this bit of my nose and makes me sneeze really badly.
I did this last night, microneedler, so I just... you have to be obviously really gentle with it. And the minute it got on my forehead...
You have to be that gentle with that one. And supposedly it's got an LED light in it, but I don't think the LED light really does anything.
I don't think it's strong enough to do much.
It doesn't. But I think the thing with all of these gadgets is its compliance. And if you're prepared to use that, I think you could use it twice a week with a peptide or a hyaluronic acid. The areas you'd notice it most would be here and here.
Yeah.
So if you did it on
I've been
that
doing
line
it here,
there,
though.
I'm about to go to... I'm booking back
you're
into
having it
Sophie
in.
Shotter. I
And
have no idea, but she's a dermatologist, so I trust her implicitly.
But what are you going to have done?
I don't
think you look any way crepey at all.
Look at that.
Yeah, but that's because you're pressing it.
No.
How often do you do that?
Quite a lot. So every so often I lean across like that in a video and I go, oh my God. So she's going to do biostimulants, so micro injections of something like Sculptra, I think.
What's that, filler?
No, yeah, but no, it's a sort of it's a biostimulant, so it goes into the skin and it stimulates the skin to produce new collagen and elastin.
Right.
And then I think you have IPL for the sun damage.
But you
can literally
have that much
see
sun damage.
There. So no sun damage, no sun damage. Where I've forgotten my SPF.
I mean,
Look,
I just think
look,
that's...
that's disgusting.
Yeah, but I have that on my stomach.
I'm obviously going to do a video. You would do not have that on your
Of course
stomach.
I did, because of the pregnancy.
Oh.
Like, so even when I have it, pregnancies, even though, like, when it's flat like that, it's fine. But, when you push it together, I'm never going to get rid of that.
Stand up and show.
God, I mean, all right, but I'm not that keen.
Can I just say, seriously, look at her body.
No, but look.
Yeah.
The creping of the skin. But
the difference
matter.
is, you've given birth to 2 human beings. I haven't had it. My chest has never been pregnant.
Not that you know of. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how many sit-ups I do, how much you don't eat, and how much whatever. You're never getting rid of that
never
skin.
Never going to go back.
Of course not. Look at it. And sometimes...
I'm loving your new jeans.
Do you know where I got these from?
So if you have a look at the bottom, right, okay, so hold your leg up, look at this. She's gone a bit Linda Ronstadt.
Who's that?
Oh my God, like really cool 1970s kind of feminist, soft rock folk singer.
Doesn't sound like
oh my
something
God,
I would find.
so cool, I can't tell you.
She like Stevie Nicks?
Yes.
Oh, fine.
Yes,
that's right.
Exactly like that. Yeah, it's a bit sort of 70s Californian Stevie Nicks.
So what I wanted was that Celine brought out these jeans called the Surge.
Yeah.
Which are this shape.
So
they're not... But, and I thought, I keep thinking, when you keep thinking about something and I really want to see them, really want to see them.
How much money have you spent on fashion in lockdown?
Quite a lot. But there was no way I was spending 500 quid on a pair of jeans.
Oh my God, no.
I mean, I wouldn't really spend more than 100 quid on a pair of jeans. And even that is a bit of a push for me. But these... I found, I was struggling to find a pair that were exactly the same. So essentially they're sort of distressed boot cut. Yeah, I got these in the sale in H&M for £6 last week.
Oh, brilliant.
But I don't like this. This is annoying that they've keep putting frickin'
splits.
So I'm going to sew those up. I meant to do them before I came over.
But they're a really good boot cut. And if anybody can bring back boot cut, Jo Jones can.
Well, I think that these are supposed to be straight legs are supposed to be coming back in as well. Like the old 501s.
Yes.
That's
like the boyfriend jean though. But that's been around for ages. But I think if anybody can bring back a suede ankle boot and a boot cut, it's you. Yeah, it's Stevie Nicks, Linda Ronstadt.
Love Stevie Nicks.
Peace, love, all that.
All going back to a bit of 70s.
Yeah, I think it's good. I love a bit of 70s.
But £6 though for a pair of jeans.
Yeah. Your boots are really nice. Where are your boots from as well?
Isabel Marant.
Yeah. That Isabel Marant is very that look. Anyway, right, okay. So, what else have I loved in lockdown?
What's this?
That's my
Philips Lumiere.
I've got her addicted.
What does Lumiere mean? Is it Latin?
It's just for light. Yeah.
Oh, it must be Latin. Yeah.
So basically, I did an event for Philips Lumiere, so I should at this point say that I have worked with Philips Lumiere, but oh my God, I've been using it forever and I absolutely love it. And I got this one invited, and then she was talking about doing a moustache.
I'm doing it on my beard.
So feel this, this has been shaved, the top moustache, it's ready to go.
But see, I can't feel it, it doesn't, people are funny about shaving the face. You can't feel it, it's not like you suddenly get stubble or something like stubble is what men is testosterone based, isn't it? Stubble.
No, stubble is just a hair chopped off, but you have to. Essentially, it's an intense pulse light machine, and I've talked about it loads. It really, really.
I tell you the place where it stung though a little bit. No, under the armpit.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Anywhere that's pigmented. And I already know what I am, right? Okay. This is the face one. There you go.
Oh, so you've shaved it, because you have to shave first, don't you? Do you know what, though?
What can you smell?
Burning hair. Smells like when I used to smoke and I used to accidentally singe my fringe when I was lighting my fags.
The intense pulse light goes down the hair, it warms up the base of the hair follicle and it puts the hair follicle into a resting phase so it falls out. It's amazing. Get them on offer, get them on sale,
do you know
buy them with friends. They're incredible.
That's what you said on the lot, which I thought was the most clever thing. Is buy it with a friend.
Yes,
because it's got
they're a lot of
heads on
money
as well. That you can just.
Well, no. There's 3 different heads. There's one for underarms, one for bikini lines, and one for larger areas and stuff like that. No, you don't. The one for here is much smaller than the one that you would use for arms and stomachs and stuff. The one for the bikini line and underarms is curved, so it gets in little holes. So you couldn't, but you just wipe the head off and clean it with an anti-bac wipe, and also share it with your family. I mean, the minute David bends over in front of me, I'm like, oh, let me zap that.
What, up his bum?
I was thinking more of his shoulders.
He's hairy off.
But he always complains it hurts. It does not hurt.
Yeah, no,
It's
let me just
amazing.
tell you something. Of course it hurts them. Their pain threshold is so unbelievably low.
Compared
it's
to a woman.
embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing. If I tweeze it down one of Dan's eye, like, the fuss.
I know.
The fuss.
Could you imagine if you had to give birth?
No. It's like, you don't get, like, it's, come on.
The other day as well, I was having a conversation with Jane Gunter on Twitter and Instagram when we were talking about it, because I've never given birth, because I've never had children, but I suffered from really bad period pains. And I think what's interesting is they put a probe inside women with really bad period pains, and supposedly they can get as bad as the end of the 2nd stage of labour shortly before you push. So if you felt like you've ever been in labour but have never actually been in labour, I feel your pain.
But also people have
Literally
different...
and figuratively.
And people have different experiences of labour, don't they?
Yeah.
Some people are like, they do that you breathing thing. Do you know that, oh, I can feel like the deep breath thing?
Women have orgasms
Oh,
when they give birth.
stop! That, do you know what, that actually is just, I can't even comprehend why that would be...
That must be a pleasure pain sensation.
Yeah, but there's mentally something that's different about, like, that experience you have.
I'd like to think so. I always remember when I was younger and I had really bad period pains, my friends always used to go to me, oh, if you just have sex, it'll go away.
What? Why?
Why would you want to have sex when you're in agony? That's so
counterintuitive.
weird.
I don't
know.
understand. It's like...
When your body is literally expelling stuff, why would you want anything to go inside there? This video has gone on a whole
totally-
other
I know,
way.
it's a
You've
bit old
missed us,
school.
right? You can tell we haven't seen each other for like 5 months.
But that is quite old school as well, isn't it? It's like, have sex. It will just, you know...
Or I remember somebody going, if you just sing or dance or drink.
Dance?
If you think you can sing, dance, drink or have sex when you've got a period pain, you're not getting period pains. On to the next
Also,
one.
but people do say that as well, don't they? If you, in labour, like, have sex to bring on the labour, I'm like, why would you want, like, exactly, it's that idea you want to expel something, not to have it jostling around.
Anyway, so seriously, the best things that I've done in lockdown have been sort out my tash and not have mani-pedis, but sorting out my tash has been a major
I thought you were going to say sorting out your tax.
No.
Like, you'd spent ages,
Oh God,
like...
I've had to do that. That's
I
very
had to do
boring.
that.
So boring.
Tax is taxing.
Yeah, it really is.
So on my hair...
Yes.
I have rediscovered, because I'm not using any hair dryers at the moment, and I haven't been for ages, just because my hair is just still very, very fragile. But when I do want it to look tidy, if I'm going somewhere or if I'm doing whatever and I need to be presentable, I dug out my old Babyliss.
Okay, so this is one of those things where it's been around a while. I recommended it to so many people in lockdown with thick, unmanageable hair who couldn't blow dry their hair. So Donna Ida absolutely loves it, and I said it's absolutely brilliant. It's the best blow dry gadget ever. But it's one of those things that you kind of use it, you fall in love with it. It's like my Daphne brush, you forget about it and then you get it back out again. Show them how it works.
But that's so weird, isn't it? Because men don't, right? So when men find something that works,
They stick with it.
because why would you not use it? And then I do, and then I'm like, oh, there's this new thing.
Something new.
I know.
It's genius. So this is the Babyliss Big Hair.
Yeah. I wash my hair and leave it until it's about 80% dry, which to me, because my hair's so dry, doesn't take long.
No,
right?
me neither.
But and also that's better for your hair, right? So this is the newer version. It's got 3 heat settings. I think that's a cool setting as well. This has got 2 directions. You can either go this way.
So it's
or
a
that
hot
way.
air roller dryer.
Yeah.
Okay, but you've got 2. So you've got 3 heat settings, and then you've got 2 rotational settings.
Yeah.
And it basically rotates.
So you go like this, and then the other way. So you just dry your hair, and then you'll get a section. And it basically, I mean, it's a bit of a bigger set. You should do it. I don't want it to end up like.
It doesn't tug at all.
It's like, and then if you wanted it to go that way, it's like. Oops, sorry.
No, it's not tugging at all.
I know, I'm just conscious because
It really doesn't tug at all.
It's like having a professional blow dry. It's like the ultimate finish. It's hard to do it on someone else.
No, I think you're doing quite a good job. Sorry, it's really annoying.
Sorry, you probably didn't hear any of that, but it's so good.
You do need to master it, but trust me, if you're not used to using a circular brush and blow drying your hair, I think it's really clever.
I do look immediately that's got there. So I use this, and it's so quick, and it's if you really, some people can't do the brush and the hairdryer together at the same time.
Falling out yours? It's mine, isn't it?
Well, as I only did that section, I hope it's not mine. But you never know. So that's my rediscovered.
I really like it. And as I say, I think I recommend it to Victoria and Donna Ryder. They both loved it. It's really reasonably priced as well.
Yes, what, 50 quid?
I was going to say like $39.99, I think.
God, I don't even know why I bother trying to remember what price
I'm going to stick it back in my thing, and I might even do a blow dry with it to show you how it works properly.
It's really good.
All right, okay.
It's one of those things that you're like, oh my God, this is genius. And then you're like, well, why did I ever stop using it?
Yeah.
Because they brought out another one and it was a different...
They did, it's true, they upgraded it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I've discovered lots of things in lockdown. The one thing I've discovered is that I hate body lotions. So if body lotion's got to work, it's got to be really efficient. CeraVe salicylic acid is for dry, scaly skin. It's also for keratosis pilaris. So for legs, it's amazing. This and Ameliate, they're the only body lotions I use. I apply on my legs, and when I have a shower, the next day I have a shower. When I have a shower and shampoo and everything the next day, my legs are still moisturised afterwards.
Really? Can I try?
It's amazing.
I do like this brand though. Is this good for after you've shaved your legs or before?
Ooh, be careful when you shave your legs.
Sting?
And I tell you why, because it's got salicylic acid in and it will sting slightly.
Oh, it's nice and thick, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's sort of a gel and it goes in really quickly. There's nothing like it for smooth skin. It's not glamorous, it's not sexy, it's not fragrance, any of those things. It's literally for rough arms and dry, scaly legs, which is what I get, and I love it.
Yeah, no, that is nice.
Salicylic acid is the key anyway.
Yeah.
So salicylic acid is amazing. They do a wash that you can use bath, body, face, everywhere, even on your scalp, and then that's the lotion, so I just use the lotion.
But honestly, there's nothing better than Paula's Choice for that. For
the
those
2%
breakouts
BHA,
and
we like the gel.
I know, and I'm using it on Violet's back as well. She's getting
There's a body spray.
Back knee.
You can get her a spray. The Paula's Choice.
Oh, there's
2%
a spray.
BHA spray that's much lighter.
Another spray the other day as well. Who was that from? Can't remember, but there's quite a few of them. But I need her to have a dose of the gel.
Yeah.
I can't be having some light sort of spray. It needs to be a nice big layer of like jam on it. But like, do you know what? I'm so desperate to sort of like get in. She won't. She just won't. So my last thing is, what's got me through lockdown is my CBD oil.
Tell me how you find a decent CBD, because most of them are a waste of time.
I've tried, I think, I'd say about 4 or 5. I've tried flavoured ones, lots of different brands. This one I bought from Cult Beauty. I spent a fortune on Cult Beauty, just because there's lots of nice new stuff coming up in there. And this one just basically if I don't know something and haven't heard of it before, I just look at the reviews and see what people say about it. And then I just got the highest concentration.
Because there's a specific extract of CBD that you have to take.
Yeah, you don't.
There's one that's psychologically active, physically active, and then the rest of them are just not at all.
So this one.
So this is Disciple. Is it Disciple?
Yeah, it's Disciple, and it's 1,000 milligrams. So it's I think it's the highest. It was the highest dose that you could buy on.
How many drops do you have to take?
It's just like half a pipette.
And what's it taste of?
It's disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah, it is disgusting.
And when do you take it last thing at night? Won't that make you tired now?
No. Do you know what it does? It doesn't make you tired. It's not what it does is it just completely relaxes your body. And my problem is...
it stinks.
I know.
If it actually has an effect, how can they market it and it not be a drug? Genuine question, I have no idea.
Well, if I wanted to know the answer to that, I'd ask you. But do you know what? I have this problem that's been going on for years where I would go to sleep, wake up at 3 o'clock every frickin' night and be awake for about an hour and a half.
Worrying about things.
Not
going
even
over
necessarily, just like antsy and like... Then there's something would get in my head and then I couldn't
People's
switch off.
Sleep patterns are a mess
honestly.
In lockdown.
And so I got this and I started... Do you know, actually, one of my friends takes it for her period pains and she finds it really helpful. I'll tell you who I was speaking to.
I'm not sure if it's
I know what you mean.
placebo effect or not.
Maybe, but what I know is when I take this, if I wake up in the night and I can't, and I toss and I turn because I get frustrated that I can't get back to sleep, just makes you feel like your limbs.
So do you
are
literally
relaxed.
take it in the middle of the night?
Yeah. Yeah. And then just.
So we're going to film 3 videos today. So the next 2 videos she'll just be sort of like.
No, it doesn't. It just makes you quite sort of
chill.
Yeah, it's just this really weird kind of feeling, and it's not like being stoned because I have been stoned quite a lot, and I know what that feels like.
I've never, ever.
Haven't you?
Because I don't smoke, so I can't inhale.
But have you not been around people that have been smoking?
Yeah, and they're just all laughing their heads off, and I'm I don't get the joke.
But then you are inhaling it, so you must have been stoned just by proxy.
No. I'm just not that tempted to. Like, my drug of choice would always be something that would give me loads of energy, which is why I love caffeine.
Yeah.
So I would never want to relax because I have trouble getting out of bed in the morning because I'm just a human jellyfish as it is.
Yeah, stay away from cocaine and all of those sort of things.
So you swear by that.
Yeah,
How often do you use it every day?
No, I don't. Some nights I don't need it, but when I wake up...
have it by the side of the bed. If you
right
wake
by the side of the bed.
How long does it take to work?
Like, just... You don't even, I'd say 5 minutes, something like that. Just for it to get in, because actually, when you take stuff orally, it gets into the bloodstream faster, doesn't it? That's why those sprays, the vitamin D sprays.
Oh, so you don't swallow it, you put it under the tongue.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it just absorbs. Like I take my hormones.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So you let it sort of absorb, which is the quickest way of getting into your bloodstream, isn't it?
Other than apart from up your nose.
Well, I'm certainly not shoving anything up.
It stinks. It absolutely
it does stink, and it takes you a while to get used to the taste.
How would you describe the taste?
Quite earthy.
Yeah. It smells really herbal.
Yeah.
Really earthy and herbal. Okay, so my final one, and I've mentioned this before, is Sally and I were talking about
on the
this.
live. Yeah, I watched.
I have rediscovered fragrance in lockdown, and my favourite fragrance has been Fleur de Peau by Diptyque. So it's the combination of iris, which is powdery, musk, which is sexy, and cool woods. And
Sally used to wear this all the time.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, I remember her. Actually, when I smell it, it reminds me of... Yeah. It's really light as well, isn't it?
It's light, easy to wear, inoffensive, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That is really nice.
It's really nice.
I just love Diptyque.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting, isn't it? No, she hates fragrances, full stop, which is interesting because she can actually swallow that.
I don't mind that.
They are the things that have kept us sane in lockdown. We are back. We're going to create 3 videos today because then she's about to disappear off for a very long time. Greece, France.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have to come back and self-isolate, you might as well go for a very long time, right? And the girls are off now, aren't they, for 6 weeks?
Yeah, they're off now, so they won't be going back until September. So.
Yeah.
But we booked 2 holidays.
They were
thinking that one was going to be cancelled, so we'll have one. And now we've got 2 that we obviously can't cancel because it's fine. And we're like, oh, how are we going to afford these?
Jo is also having work done on her house, so she's living in a temporary, much smaller house, so she's desperate to escape. Who's going to have Prince?
Dan's parents, my in-laws.
Okay.
So he's sorted.
So we will make
the most... He's going to boot camp.
We'll make the most of this, and I will film as many videos as I can with her today, and then we'll hopefully get her back in September. It'll be September, won't it?
Yeah. Lush.
We'll just bubble in for a day.
Yeah. Big bubble. Bagot bubble.
Big bagot beauty Hags bubble. We're back! Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll do more, don't worry.
God, we do look absolutely identical.
We do, I know. Except you've got worked out arms and I've got flabby arms.
You haven't.
See you soon. Bye.
Yeah, it's really good.